everyone, it's Roisin Reads and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a where have I been and a May wrap up video. So what I read, all of the books that I read in May, I'm going to explain here. So where I've been is basically I was not feeling very well. I went to my nan's birthday party, which I will have shown in one of the last videos. And after that, I was not very well. I basically stayed in bed and didn't do anything for the past month, basically. I've been really unwell. My knees have been really hurting. And I've now found out that I have arthritis in both of my knees. So, another medical condition that I now have. And I'm thinking that I've got arthritis in my fingers as well. Because I've had some really bad problems with my fingers. And I can't in the morning do this or anything like that, so it's still painful to do that now, but like in the mornings it's really painful. So that's where I've been. I've just been really unwell and haven't been able to do much, so I took a break. I stopped doing everything that I was supposed to and I had a break, and now I'm back. And I was still reading in that time when I wasn't very well, but I have had problems with reading. I haven't been very well. In the month of May, I read 22 books, and some of them the highest book I rated was a 5-star, and the lowest book I rated was a 2-star. I had got a 2-star read. It's one of my first 2-star reads I've had in a very long time. Usually it's a 3-star to 2.5, but this was a 2-star. I really didn't enjoy it. I would not recommend it, but I finished it, so it's not 1-star because I did finish it. And well, I don't actually rate the books that I don't finish because it's not fair. I didn't really finish it, so but I didn't really enjoy it, so it is 2-star. So I'm going to put all of the titles and pictures up here. So the first book I read was Powerful by Lauren Roberts, which I rated a 5-star. You can actually watch me reading this book on my weekly video that I watched. I'll link it up here. The first 7 books I read, I did in that weekly video, so you can see those there. So I finished Powerful. I also finished Games Untold by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which I rated a 4-star. I enjoyed that book. I'd already read, I think it's like 20% or so of the book, so I read the last 80% of the book, so I read the majority of the book. I then read The Wingman by Stephanie Archer, which I rated a 3-star. I read Reckless by Lauren Roberts and rated it a 4-star. I also started Fearful, which is also by Lauren Roberts, and I got about 5 to 8% of the way through it, maybe even 10% before stopping this month. I then read Set on You and rated it a 3-star. This is by Amy Lee. I enjoyed that. I then read Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mira, which I rated a 5-star. It was a very good book. I really recommend it, and especially reading it as an audiobook. It was a very good audiobook. I then finished X's and O's by Amy Lee. Again rated it a 3-star. It was a good book. I did prefer the first book. I was expecting this book to be a lot better than it was. It wasn't. I was hoping to get a 4-star read because I was really looking forward to the characters, the main character that was in this book. But I didn't enjoy it as much as I would have done if it was a bit more, I don't even know what it was, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So all of those books from there, from X's and O's upwards, I read in that weekly vlog, so it will have been up in the card somewhere if you wanted to go and read how, like, all of my opinions on them, what the books are about and that sort of stuff. It's all in that video. It was a very good video in my opinion. I enjoyed making that video, so if you wanted to see that video, it is up and in the cards somewhere. The next book I read was God of War by Rena Kent, which I rated a 4-star. It was a good book. It was the last book in the Legacy of Gods or something like that. It's 6 books and it was the last book. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did other books. I found that it was kind of separate, where all of the other ones were done in college and that sort of stuff. It was in the college. This one was quite a lot older, so I didn't enjoy it as much, but it was a good book still, so it was still a 4-star. Then I read The Charlie Method by Al Kennedy, which I rated a 3-star. I didn't enjoy this book as much as I thought I was going to. It was probably actually a 3.5-star. It wasn't as good as I thought it would have been. Next book I read was Wild and Wrangled by Layla Sage, which I rated a 4-star. It is the next book in the Rebel Blue Ranch or something like that. It was a good book. I did enjoy it, but I did enjoy other books in that series more than I did this book. The next book I read was Protecting What's His by Tessa Bailey. I do like Tessa Bailey. She is a good author in my opinion. I have enjoyed a lot of her books, but I didn't really enjoy this one as much, so it was a 3-star. It was about a police officer and a neighbour who'd pretty much kidnapped her sister or something like that. She'd taken money off her mom and left with her sister, so it wasn't the best book in my opinion. It was quite short for what was jam-packed in there, so the pacing was a bit off for me. Then reread Binding 13, Keeping 13, Redeeming 6 and Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. I rated Binding and Keeping 13 5-star, Redeeming 6 4-star and Taming 7 5-star. I didn't read the Saving 6, which is the first book in the Joey Lynch series, the duo for that. I didn't read the first one. I read the second one because the first one happens before Binding and Keeping 13, so I enjoyed that timeline more, so I just kind of skipped that first book in the 6 duology. I was reading these books because Releasing 10 came out in May and I wanted to get caught up, but I didn't really like that. I read about 100 and so pages of Releasing 10. I didn't really enjoy it, so I DNF'd it for the time being as a soft DNF, because I do really want to go and read it, because a lot of people are saying it was a good book, but I just don't really, it's not on the timeline of Keeping and Binding 13 and all that sort of stuff, so I don't know. Then I read Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford, which I rated a 4-star. It was a good book. I think it was the last of that series, so I'm happy I finished that. The next book I read was Clyde by Bal Cabra, which I rated a 3. I also read the sequel, which is Spiral, and again rated it 3 stars. The next book I read was The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole, which I rated a 5-star. Then I read Unsteady by Peyton Korean, which I rated a 3-star. And then I read The Throne of Broken Gods, which is the sequel to The Book of Azrael, and I again rated that 5 stars. And then the last book that I read is Where We Started by Ashley Munoz, which is a MC kind of a book, and I rated it a 2-star because I did not really enjoy it. I actually DNF'd it until I realised that I was about 50% of the way through and I might as well just finish it off. So I just finished it off, but it was a drag to finish it off. I didn't really enjoy it. I would not recommend it. Those are all of the books that I read in May. So I read 22 books in May. I did read quite a few books in May, but I didn't read that many books in June as of yet. And we are currently on the 22nd of June, and I have not read as much this month, but I did read these in May. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be having regular updates again soon. the next video is going to be a 24-hour readathon, which I'm currently editing and recording as of tomorrow. I've got to film the rest of the video tomorrow, but I am enjoying that, and I will see you on Wednesday for that video, and I will see you next time. If you liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe down below, and if you have any recommendations of what I should do next, please comment them down below as well. I want to hear your opinion on what you actually want from me to film and what you actually want to see me doing. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.